Hi, I'm Michael A. Greenhut. I'm a scaredy cat.
And I'm Cyrus Soliman, and I'm not.
And this is Scaredy Cat Film Club.
This is a show where we show Michael, a horror film novice, scary movies he's never seen and get what he thinks about them.
And what are we watching tonight, Cyrus?
Ringu, or Ringu, or Ring. So the thing that I want to say about Ringu is that its real name is actually Ring. And when it got brought to America, they changed the name from, because it was originally in English letters, they changed it to katakana. And the katakana...
So is katakana the characters, or is it a different type of characters? Oh, just the characters.
The Japanese characters.
Got it.
Katakana, because there's different kinds of characters in Japan.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
There's like Romanji, which is like English and like Japanese characters combined. There's katakana. There's kanji.
Yeah, I've heard of kanji.
Anyways, katakana, they changed it to katakana. And then when you read the katakana out loud, the sound is Ringu. And then that then gets translated to English again, and it becomes Ringu. The term is actually called transliteration. So through the steps of taking a name, changing it to one language, then changing it to another language again, we get Ringu.
Oh, yeah. That's like how they translated the Star Wars prequels from English to, I think, Chinese, and then they translated them back from Chinese into English. And so that's how you get the gem of, instead of Anakin, don't, I have the high ground, it's like, Anakin, don't, I have the superior geography.
I love that. I would actually watch that movie like so much more than the original prequels.
Yeah.
Like if they talked like that, I think that would be fucking incredible.
I mean, that moment certainly is funny. Hopefully the rest is too. But anyways.
Okay, so now that I've gone on that and I've explained, unfortunately, I will not be calling it Ring or Ringu. I will be calling it Ringu just because I'm used to it. Yeah. But I wanted people to at least know like the proper name and how it became Ringu.
Yeah, I had no idea. And I mean, I mostly just know it as The Ring because of when it came over and got remade in America. Right.
Yeah. So that brings us to my next thing. What do you know about Ringu?
Okay. So I know it was originally a Japanese film that got brought over to America and got remade in America. I know that it's about a spirit or like a cursed VHS tape that you put in and you watch, and then there's some static, and then this creepy girl shows up, and you can't see her face. Her hair's all over her face, and she crawls out of a well, and then she eventually can come out of the television and get you. But I know that when you watch it, you then receive a phone call or something. Yeah, that says like 7 days, and then that means like within the next 7 days you're gonna get killed. So I know about all that.
That's a lot of stuff to know.
And then, but I don't really know what like the plot of the movie is. And then I know the American version, we already talked about this earlier. I already forgot who it actually was, but I thought it was Sarah Michelle Gellar, but it is actually...
Right. It wasn't Sarah Michelle Gellar, but that's a good guess. It was, it's Naomi Watts.
Naomi Watts, okay. I'm never going to remember this.
Naomi Watts from Mulholland Drive?
Yeah, no, I know. I just, for some reason, I don't know. It's not sticking. Well, I haven't actually seen it either, the American version. I did see half to 2/3 of The Grudge.
Why?
Okay. So, a bunch of my friends in high school wanted to go see it, and I didn't want to go see it because I don't like horror movies, but also it was already late, and I knew that I was going to get in a lot of trouble with my parents if I stayed out and watched the whole thing. So I was like, well, all right, I'll go and watch it, but I might have to leave in the middle depending on like how late it is. And so, so at a certain time I was like, I'm going to go. I'm sorry. And so I just left.
So you thought coming into this movie, you'd already seen half of the American version of this movie?
No, I knew it was The Grudge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just forgot.
I just mixed up who the actor was because I guess it's Sarah Michelle Gellar in that. And then I just thought.
They're both blonde women starring in Japanese remakes of horror movies.
Yeah. So
I guess I could understand the confusion.
So other than that, and then I feel like it's been referenced in pop culture a lot. Like I think it was referenced in one of the Scary movies, in Scary Movie 3 maybe or something. And then it's also the subject of a side mission in one of the Yakuza games. I think it's either the first or second one. But
that's right.
But you run into someone and I think he either gives your character a tape or like he drops the tape and then your character is like, hey, wait. And then you have the option to go to like a video store where I think you normally watch porn. But
it's like a porn shop.
Yeah.
I remember this mission.
But you put in the tape and then you basically see, what I described. Like you see this woman, whatever. And then you're like, well, that's weird. And then you find the person again. And I don't know. It's like it's very funny because it's like it's set up like at first you're like, oh, is this real? And then it's like, oh no, they're just trying to scam you. But then the girl in the tape actually shows up and scares the shit out of the person that's trying to scam you. So then it's like, oh, is this real? So it's like, I don't know. It's like a lot of playing around.
Right. And it ends ambiguously.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's everything I think I know.
And what do you know about Japanese horror?
Not much. The only stuff that I'm really familiar with Japanese horror are some stories by Junji Ito, the manga,
who is great
artist. Yeah, the mountain one, the story where it's like, do you know this one I'm talking about?
I actually don't know.
It's like there's like an earthquake in Japan, and then part of a mountain like collapses, or like part of it's like exposed, like there's like a landslide, and so part of it's exposed, and then there's all these holes in the mountain that are human shaped, like they're shaped like silhouettes of people.
God, Junji Ito is so fucking weird.
It's very creepy. And then what happens is like they're covering it on the news, and then people start seeing, like looking at it, and then they see one of the holes and they're like, that's for me. I belong in that hole. So then they're compelled to go to this mountain and crawl.
I fucking love that.
Crawl in the hole, and then one person like goes through, but it's like at a certain point it's like too narrow for them to get through, but they just keep forcing their way through, and people try to stop them and they won't.
Honestly,
they won't quit.
This kind of reminds me of Uzumaki, but this is not about Junji Ito. So we don't need to keep talking about it.
But anyway, so I know that story, and then I think there was another story by him where it was like about someone who, I think they were cursed or something, or it was like a failed execution or something. But anyways, they just like, they have to hold their head on their neck.
Sure.
And they're like running around trying to get someone to help them, but no one will help them.
Sure.
And eventually they just kind of like are so exhausted, they just give up and they let their head fall off their neck and they die.
Okay.
I think that's by them.
That sounds like a Junji Ito thing.
So yeah, that's kind of.
So what you're telling me is Junji Ito stories, but you don't know much about Japanese horror.
No, not in general. No.
Junji's kind of like humorous, so his horror is like there's like a.
Oh really?
Yeah, there's like a humor to it.
That mountain story was not humorous.
I think it sounds funny to me. So. 1 to 10. How scared are you?
I'm going to be bold. I feel like because
5.
I was going to say 6.
Okay. Let's go.
Because I feel like I already, because it's so popular, it's so well known in pop culture, and I already kind of know a bit about it. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of know what to expect, and so I don't know. I guess I know I'm going to regret this.
Sure, interesting.
I know I'm going to live to regret this. But I kind of just feel like, how bad could it be?
I mean,
cut to me screaming now.
Oh boy! You know, and I've said this multiple times before. To me, this is the scariest movie we're watching in our first season.
Right. And you would consider this something that still scares you.
Yeah. I would say so.
Which, doesn't bode well for me. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to put it at a 6, though.
All right.
And there's obviously room for growth.
Okay. All right. Well, so now, how about we just start the movie then?
Let's start the movie. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Don't play this. I mean, she's going to play it. Why am I saying don't play it? Of course she's going to fucking play it. Oh, what the fuck is happening? Okay. Okay. Completely different from anything. This is another instance.
There's another instance of
diffusing.
Totally different. This is definitely 2000s techno. You Raven?
Yeah.
Just doing some fucking
I'm keeping the spirits away.
Oh my god.
We just finished Ringu.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel?
Disturbed. Yeah, I mean, it definitely was scarier than I was
Yeah, right.
anticipating.
So you ranked it a 6.
A 6.
Where is it now?
It's hard to say because I'm trying to compare it because I feel like Candyman was still the most horrifying overall to me. Candyman was so far the movie that made me want to look away the most. I had some moments with this, but it wasn't as intense. So I'll put this at a 7.
Okay.
It definitely went up.
Yeah.
I'll put this at a 7. But yeah. Yeah.
This has moments that I want to look away from.
Right.
Like a lot of the faces.
Did you see the guy's face?
No.
In the passenger seat, it looked worse.
Oh, I didn't even notice it was another person.
The guy in the passenger
I just didn't see.
Yeah, he looked worse.
Yeah, the faces it's very kind of surprisingly disturbing because I mean it's for the most part it's just like them making like a horrified face.
Yeah,
but there's just something
they really like wrench it.
Yeah,
it's
they really
disturbing.
wrench their. Yeah, they distort their faces in a way that's like really unnatural, and maybe that's it. Maybe it's just the fact that it's like it is something that conceivably could happen to you, right? Like you could be so scared that you could make a face like that.
Sure.
And maybe that's what's so disturbing about it, the fact that it's just so real. But yeah.
Let's do I think we had a request, so we'll do a quick
Sure, yeah.
3-sentence summary.
3-sentence, okay.
Yeah, no, we're not going to make it that
No,
long.
sure.
3-sentence summary.
You do it then, because I feel like you maybe have a good idea. Or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it. It's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, so just a little recap. If anyone hasn't seen this before, this is just to give you some context so you know basically what we're talking about.
A bunch of kids watch a tape,
Yeah.
and they all die 7 days after this very weird tape.
Yes.
A woman who is some sort of reporter.
Yeah.
Why does she ask all these questions? Is she like an investigative reporter? Why does she know these things?
What do you mean?
Like, why do these kids know about this like easily accessible information, but she doesn't?
You know what? I'm not sure.
Who's also related to one of the children who dies, goes on a journey to figure out how this all came about, and inadvertently curses herself,
Yep.
her ex-husband, and her son, and then the clock is ticking for her to figure out how to uncurse herself. And through trials and tribulations, the curse is finally lifted on 2/3 of the family.
Well, on screen, 1/3 of the family.
Sure.
We can assume that she goes through with her plan at the end that she devises to save her son.
Which is getting her dad
To watch.
to give the biggest favor ever and watch that tape.
Well, then you have to assume that then they
mean,
must do it again for him, right?
Yeah. Unless he wants to end it.
Fucked up.
Unless
right.
he wants to
yeah,
end it.
yeah, I suppose.
Right?
Which that's what I was, I mean, I guess it ended up being kind of a sort. Yes and no. I was just so frustrated they didn't destroy the tapes.
Oh, what the fuck is he doing?
Well,
But
If
I know
you
they were
just-
studying them.
if you destroy the tapes, you don't get to lift the curse.
I'm calling it right now. They're going to either leave that lying around, or that little boy is going to come in while one of them is watching, and he's going to see it. They're all going to be fucked.
Well, they didn't know that
Sure, but-
until the end.
But like now that you know it,
Right, yeah. So it was well,
like the tapes are the ones that led them to come to understand the situation. So
Right.
if you destroy the tape, you can't fix the curse.
yeah, well, you can't do anything about it.
yeah, because like they
Which is also interesting because it begs to ask the question. So kind of skipping to the end where they find the well where this person Sadako was murdered. They uncover her remains, which also, I mean, good effect for sure. But I feel like, wouldn't your hair dissolve?
no hair doesn't.
Oh, really? Oh, how interesting. Okay, so that
keratin.
was
Yeah,
that was
hair
accurate.
stays.
And I guess the same thing with like the fingernails, because I think fingernails,
Hair and fingernails are both made of keratin.
keratin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to jump all over the place. but
The only thing that would actually be like wrong about that is the fingernails have blood on it, and the blood is red.
right, it would be like brown,
Yeah, it'd be
or,
brown.
or black or
But
whatever.
nails and hair will stay.
Right.
I mean, you never like just seen your fucking clog drain?
Sure, but I clean it out. I feel like somewhat regularly. So, but
I clean it out like once a month. That hair does not
yeah,
deteriorate.
takes a long time. But
No,
anyways,
actually, if you look, there are humans who are fossilized while still having hair.
oh, interesting.
Yeah, like hair lives.
Hair stays.
It's like bones.
Interesting. Yeah, but to get back to what I was saying, well, what's interesting is that she finds the remains, and then they think by finding the remains that's what saved her from the curse. But really, it isn't, right?
No, it's not.
It was the fact that she copied it, showed it to someone else.
Oh, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? She's copying it for him. It's right now. There's fucking more of them out there.
Which also, interesting. I don't want to say inconsistencies necessarily, but just interesting that, which I think they do explain, that she doesn't, she receives a phone call.
Don't answer. Don't do it.
Which you actually don't hear. I mean, I guess you just hear noise, but she's the one who says 1 week, You don't hear someone say it, at least unless I missed it. But he doesn't
Interesting. The phone didn't ring for him.
receive a phone call. Her son doesn't receive a phone call. But then I guess it's revealed that the reason she did is because she was in the place,
she was in the place where
her remains were, and like the source of the curse. But yeah. So I found that very interesting that they went through all that and they kind of didn't have to.
Yeah, but
It didn't really matter. I mean, they didn't know that.
that's horror.
Right, yeah, but they didn't know that.
Yeah, they didn't know that.
But yeah, it was this thing.
If they knew the answer, we wouldn't have a movie, man.
No, of course.
That's
of
what the
course.
whole movie's about.
No, I know. It's just it's interesting to think about it after the fact because in the moment you are so like, I guess relieved. Oh, I wasn't relieved. I was like, there's no way they're getting off scot free. Like, come on.
I mean, it's past 7 days for her.
I don't give a fuck. There's no way this is just over.
But let's go backwards a little bit, I guess. Well, here, do you want to talk about any of your points here, or?
I have a lot of points, but they are more to do with like the history and culture around it.
Okay.
I also wanted to point out my shirt.
Oh,
that
yes.
I was wearing before we continue with it.
Yeah.
I wore this shirt very specifically.
Okay.
A friend of mine made this shirt. Rick Kitagawa.
Cool.
Wonderful artist, makes toys. You used to be a shirt printer. I have a toy of this guy on my desk over there.
Yeah.
This says Nightmare Chan. And I think that if there's any other Nightmare Chan out there, it's Sadako.
Right.
It has to be. And that's why I wore this shirt.
Yeah. Or the girl from The Grudge, right?
Kayako.
That's another one.
Kayako, I believe it is. Let's see my notes. What they say. Kayako. Yeah, Kayako.
Those two characters are very like linked in pop culture, right?
The movies are very aesthetically similar.
And they came out around the same time.
And they came out around the same time, and they've had crossover movies.
Right.
Where Sadako fights Kayako.
That's funny.
It's kind of...
How does that... That has to be comedic, right? Like, that can't be...
I can't tell you. I've never seen the movie myself.
Oh, you've never seen it.
I don't want to make any assumptions.
Like, it just feels very Freddy versus Jason, like tongue in cheek.
It does feel like Freddy versus Jason, but I can't tell. Like, I'm not going to make any assumptions about what the tone of it is because I've never seen it. But I will also say, Freddy movies and Jason movies are tonally very different from The Ring,
right? Yeah,
or Ringu
totally.
and Ju-on.
Yeah.
So like,
is Ju-on the Grudge?
Yeah. Those are tonally very different. So like, I can't say that, oh, well, just because it's a crossover, it's going to be campy. Maybe it is, but, their baseline's way different.
Sure. I mean, Japanese cinema also has camp in it, too, though. Like, I mean, a lot of the Godzilla movies
yes,
are
but
really
did you watch Ringu?
Right. No, yeah, I know.
I mean, but that's true. The first Godzilla is not campy at all, and it eventually became, like, pro wrestling in the 80s.
Yeah.
So,
it's gone back and forth.
An evolution could be made. If we're going to get into this stuff, I will say there have been 7 sequels and a TV spinoff of Ringu.
Dude.
So, and I've only seen the first one.
Okay.
And I've also only seen the American remake, so I've only seen...
Oh, that's what I was going to ask.
Ringu.
I was curious.
Or Ringu, and I've seen The Ring, and I can't tell you how it continues. I've never seen The Ring 2 or, any of the other 6 sequels or TV spinoff from the Japanese one.
Well, I am interested in hearing, not in too much detail, but I am interested in hearing about the differences between the American and the Japanese version, not just in terms of tone, but just how they like changed the story and so on. Like, is the plot similar, or did they completely change it and they just took the concept of Curse videotape and Ghost Girl?
Well, let me first start by asking you, do you think you would watch any of the sequels?
I don't think I'd be interested in sequels. I think I would be interested in watching the American version just to see the comparison.
Just to see the comparison. Okay.
But I don't necessarily think I would want to see sequels. I mean, as much as my reaction at the end was like, what? That's it? What?
Oh my God. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Man.
I also do agree that is a better way of ending it.
Sure.
It's better to just have this, like, the kind of more existential horror of, oh, this is going to continue and more people are going to be victim to this, and it's just going to spread almost exponentially like a virus, because the more copies that are made, the more chances of other people seeing it are. And so on.
That actually brings me to another thing that I did want to talk about. I wanted to talk about the title.
Okay.
But we'll talk about the American one in a bit, but I do want to talk about the title since you're talking about this spread. So Ring has a triple meaning.
Okay. In Japanese?
No, in the movie.
Oh, okay.
So the first meaning is you literally see a ring of light when the well is being closed.
Okay, yeah.
So that's what she's seeing as she's being closed to her death.
Yeah.
You hear a ring when the phone calls to tell you 7 days.
Yeah.
And a ring represents a cycle.
Sure, a never-ending loop. Yeah.
Yep, something just continues to go.
Yeah.
Which I think is very fascinating. Like, I think this is a very well thought out movie.
Yeah.
Or, was a well thought out book. I never read the book.
Right, yeah. That was interesting too.
This is a very well thought out story that, like, a lot of things are happening in it. Something that I really appreciate about this movie is, it really, really makes you, it like kind of preys on your feelings of what tropes could be. Because, like, especially I was hearing you as we were watching the movie, you think you think that something's going to happen and then it doesn't happen. Then you think something's going to happen and then it doesn't happen.
God damn you.
And then something else totally different happens.
Hate that.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, it did a good job of with the pacing of it, with music.
There we go. Some creepy ass music.
And sound, and also framing. The way that a lot of shots were framed felt very intentional to, to make you kind of be like, well, why is it framed like this?
Yeah.
Why is there so much negative space here? Is something going to pop up over there? Or is there a detail that I need to be paying attention to? So it makes you very on edge.
The couch looks comfortable, man.
I mean, I guess, but like you're investigating a murder. Don't let your guard down.
I mean, she's fine.
Sure.
It's a comfortable couch.
It's just don't let your guard
You're
down.
you're being paranoid. Everything's gonna be fine.
It's not. I know it's not.
It did a very good job of that, yeah, throughout. Because it's kind of overall, I'd say, a pretty slow burn throughout.
Oh, definitely.
And there's not really, I don't know. I mean, maybe there was, but there wasn't really like jump scares necessarily.
There's like, they're here and there. They're little moments. They're a little subtle, and
They're much more subtle than.
Yeah, like the jump scares come in ways that are like, well, I feel like they're earned. But they're also things that like they don't necessarily. A lot of jump scares in some horror movies, they make you jump and then like it's a release of tension because like maybe there was nothing there at all.
Sure.
Or something. But everything that makes you jump in this movie, there was fucking something there.
Yeah.
Right? Finding Tomiko in the closet.
Oh my God. I guess she ran.
Huh?
Because when we we saw her downstairs.
Yeah, she was downstairs, but she was upstairs in the closet.
Or the kid falling out of the car and then just fucking holding on to that face.
Yeah.
You didn't see it, but her boyfriend in the car was worse.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I was so focused on her. I understood that there was another person in the car because they talked about a couple, but I just didn't. I don't know.
Do you want to turn it on and look?
Nope. No, I'll take your word.
Why
for that.
not? I mean, the TV's right here. We could just take a look. You missed it.
No, I'm good. But yeah, no, I totally agree. And yeah, they just did a very good job of really pacing it out, really drawing it out, and even just the like showing what day it was.
All right. So,
Day
13 was the last date you saw.
yeah, it's day one.
Yeah.
That like that in itself just kept building the dread because you know the time's running out.
16th. So 3 days have passed.
And if you're paying attention to like the dates and stuff, you also know how much time her ex-husband has or her son has.
Boy, when that fucking day 7 hits.
She's got till 7 p.m.
And she's just looking at the sunset.
Yeah.
And she's just like, and it's just like one of those like,
This is
has
it.
it set yet? Has it set yet? Has it set yet?
Stop checking. It's not going to help anything. Just go.
The first time I fucking saw that movie, it was just like, when's it coming?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And then it doesn't come for her, but it comes for him.
Yeah.
Also interesting because, I mean, I guess it's just very iconic at this point, but we only see her come out of the television the one time at near the end. And yeah, I guess I was expecting that to be something that happened a couple times,
I mean, the truth is, do you need more?
No, you don't.
That's the best thing about this fucking movie is it never gives you too much.
Yeah, and it's the only time that you actually see her in, not a flashback or not in the video.
Or as a corpse.
But yeah, you see her, in real time. So yeah, you only see the monster, or if you want to classify her as that, once in the whole movie, like, in the flesh. Which, yeah, man, a lot of good details, like her not having the fingernails, them being missing, and
Oh, the fingernails.
And
her movements.
yeah.
Which, I've always kind of felt like were inspired by like an old Japanese form of dance called Butoh.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's in like the plays.
Yeah,
right?
well, there are plays or there are performances with Butoh. I actually, when I was in college, we'll use the same picture of me in college. Well, I'd probably find a different one if I could find a good one. When I was in college, I took one semester of Butoh. And I think that it was just a replacement class because the original teacher couldn't make it, so they found a replacement teacher, and it was just supposed to be a movement class, but it was a Butoh class. My teacher Jimena had studied under the great ancient Butoh teachers.
Crazy.
And it was great. And I think a lot of the students in the class didn't like it or made fun of it a lot, but I kind of feel like for me personally,
They
I
were
actually
white, weren't they?
some of them.
Yeah.
Or most of them. But I feel like I really clicked with it, and I feel like I did really well with it, and I still think about those Butoh classes and the movements very fondly. But yeah, I could show you where I believe the inspiration of her movements come from, because Butoh is a Japanese form of dance / performance.
Yeah.
So we'll go back. You said that you are not interested in seeing any of the sequels. I mean, truthfully, I haven't seen any of them either, and I don't know if I'm really all that interested either. But you're interested in the American one. Do you want me to tell you things about the American one?
Yeah, you can tell me.
Just
I don't give a shit. I mean, I can't imagine that it's. Well, I certainly can't imagine that it's better, and I would be surprised if it's even good.
I think it's a good movie.
Oh, okay.
But I think
you think it's a good adaptation?
I think it's good if you haven't seen Ringu.
Okay.
But if you've seen Ringu,
Then
it
it's
feels like a cheap imitation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But I do feel like
expecting.
the premise, the acting, because Naomi Watts is great, but the premise and the acting are good enough because it is the original premise and it is the original plot.
Okay, so it's pretty much one for one, investigative reporter finds the tape, tries to investigate it, gets cursed, brings in her ex-husband or whatever. Do they have all the ESP stuff too?
Honestly, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. But I will say that a lot of those big points are still there, including even just the discovery, he still dies. And
right. Yeah.
They actually, in the American one, they show the kid making the copy.
Oh, so they go that extra step.
Yeah, they show the
kid makes the copy.
Well, no, because she wants her kid to make a copy.
Oh,
so they show him making a copy.
Understood. Yeah.
Right, because it's an American movie. They're like, oh, well, we really got to spell it out for people.
Yeah. Which I guess that's why I had that reaction, because I guess I'm used to things being spelled out in a lot of American movies. But you don't need it.
Yeah, you don't need it.
No,
you have to ask yourself,
you can be smart
when
enough.
you watch a movie, what do you need? Or when you tell a story, what do you need? Filling in the gaps of information and having you come to your own conclusions are things that they spark things inside of you.
Totally, yeah. They engage you, and they allow you to kind of continue telling the story in your own mind, which of course makes you keep thinking about it and then more interested in it.
I do think that the American version definitely tried to make it more scary, and in that way made it less scary to me. Because
you know he's going to be fine. The kid's going to be fine. No, there's no question.
That's not the thing that was more or less scary. It's more so the stuff that they do. That's not. I'm not even really considering that part. That I know he's going to be fine either way.
Sure.
It's more scary with stuff like they added jump scares and stuff.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, they added jump scares. The faces are unnatural. So when they're dead, which won't
use CGI or something.
Yeah, there's a contorted CGI-ish face thing, which honestly it was really terrifying when I was 14 and saw it in the theaters.
Sure. Did you see that version first?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay, interesting.
I actually have a really funny story that I wanted to tell about this. It's right on my list here.
Yeah, let's go to it then.
Thing. So when I first saw The Ring in theaters. I think I was like maybe 14, and I used to see movies like all the time, every movie with one of my best friends, Kenny. And Kenny, if you're watching this, pay attention because this is about you. I don't know. Maybe you remember this happened. Maybe you don't. But I love you, brother. Get ready to get made fun of.
Oh, okay.
So we watched the trailer or whatever, and I thought it looked fucking stupid. And I was like,
well, trailers can really help or really hurt
right. But
your perception of a movie.
So I didn't want to see it, and he really wanted to see it. And he was like, come on, man, let's go see it. We used to watch everything, but this is one I wanted to skip out on. I think maybe we watched Darkness Falls before. I hated that movie.
I actually have seen that movie.
Yeah, that movie
and it's
sucks.
really bad.
That movie fucking sucks. So I kind of thought it was going to be like the same thing. I was like, I don't want to see this, man. Like, maybe Darkness Falls was later. I don't really know. Either way, I just thought it was going to be a fucking bad movie. And he says to me, he says, come on, don't be a bitch. And I go, fine. So we're watching the movie, and it hits the jump scare where they find her in the closet. And he turns to me and he goes, you know, if you don't want to watch this movie, we can go. And I turn to him and I go, don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
And then we finished the movie, and it was horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking... I was talking to him about it today. Like, he was like, man,
oh, really?
Fuck that movie.
You were like, hey, I'm going to rewatch this.
Yeah, I said today we're filming the Japanese version. We're watching the Japanese version for Scaredy Cat. But yeah, that's the first time I saw it.
Yeah, there's something I wanted to talk about that I thought was very fascinating in this, which is that the curse, or kind of the plot device for all this happening, is a VHS tape, which I think is very interesting, because I feel like, especially with like supernatural ghost type stories, it comes from like a more primal place, you know what I mean? Like it's not involving technology or what have you. Like, obviously there are horror stories or whatever that do involve technology, but it feels like that's kind of what it's about, it's like the horror of, I don't know, the horror of AI taking over, the horror of us losing our humanity, things like that. But in this, it's more of just a plot device to transfer the curse around, which is, I don't know, it's just very interesting to me, like using the VHS tape. The VHS tape's what curses you, and then you get a phone call.
Yeah, just don't answer the phone. You think that's gonna save them? Not answering? It's not gonna help them by answering.
I mean, I think that is really fascinating. There is also, like, the you hear the kids' rumors, and they say, like, if you turn to this channel, in this city at this time, you'll see it too.
Sure. So yeah.
It's very interesting because, like, the tape is.
Oh, that is interesting.
Like, it's like the tape was maybe some way someone tried to
copy it.
Yeah,
they tried to record. They saw this and they were like, "Oh, I have to show someone."
Yeah,
and so they saw it again at night and record. Ugh, that's giving me shivers.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even consider that. That's so interesting, because I guess how I was considering it was, have you seen the more recent Jumanji movies with The Rock?
I think I saw one of them.
Okay.
Oh, yes, because they go in a video game.
It goes in a video game.
Yeah.
And I guess I was thinking about it in terms of that, of like the curse is evolving or using modern technology because it knows somehow inherently, like in Jumanji. Spoilers for Jumanji. It's not even a fucking spoiler. It's in the trailers. But in the original Jumanji story, the book and the Robin Williams movie, it's a board game. And then in the more recent ones,
spoilers for the original Jumanji. Come on, guys.
Sure. Also in the trailers. Yeah, but then the more recent ones, it's a video game, and it's kind of the logic is like, oh well, no one was playing the board game, no one was interested. It wasn't enticing people in, so it changed itself to be more likely to get discovered and played and used.
This is how I interpret.
Which I don't think
it
is the case.
Well, this is the way that I interpret it, because there's like a literal thing and like an interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
My interpretation is that she is haunting that city.
Right. Yeah.
Right? So you turn to a weird channel, she's haunting that city.
Yeah.
She's coming through in all the ways she can. She's coming in through the phone. She's coming in through the TV.
Yeah.
The tape is a way.
Which also makes sense why the phone happened. The phone call happened, but I guess
it only happens there in that city.
Yeah, but the phone does ring.
It only rings in that city.
Didn't it ring for? Oh no, it didn't ring for him either. It was his wife.
Yeah, every other time you hear a phone call,
right.
it's a fake out. It's not there. It
Yeah.
only rings in that city.
Yeah.
So it plays in that channel. She calls people in the whatever because she is there.
Yeah.
Haunting it, and she's coming through everything.
Yeah.
But the tape is a way for somebody to let everyone else know the horrors that happened there.
Right.
So it only comes into the tape because, and the reason why it gets lifted is because someone's talking about it.
Right.
Someone is sharing her story.
Yeah.
The story is shared, and people have respected and shared the story. And now that they've acknowledged her, she will not curse them, because the thing is, it was a secret. Because even when you get there, like when they get there to that town, and that one of those guys who was there, it's like, there was no daughter.
You're lying, sack of shit. Who the fuck are you? Fuck you. Fuck ass bitch.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Because everyone's trying to hide it.
Right. Yeah, and doesn't want to. Perpetuate it.
So a whole thing happened, a murder got covered up, and anyone who acknowledges and spreads it is safe from the curse.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting because it sort of feels like, and I not that it was inspired by this, but it feels similar to Nightmare on Elm Street, like the idea that Freddy gains power from you being afraid of him, and it seems from what you're saying there, which I totally agree with. That totally makes sense. Yeah, it's similar. It's like the more you spread this story about her, the more alive she can be, the more powerful she can be, and affect other people.
But if you keep spreading it, then she actually keeps you.
Well, she'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
But then she'll get whoever else.
Yeah, but if everyone keeps going, no one will ever get hurt.
Sure. But eventually you're going to run out of people.
Sure.
I mean, it may take a long time.
However many billion.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other thing that I thought was interesting was the whole like ESP psychic thing.
That explains why the kid is so fucking weird.
No, little boy. Damn, his socks. What, they're high? And his shorts are short. Yeah. It's just quite an outfit. It's kind of got a Children of the Corn vibe to me.
He's got the same powers as his dad. Why the fuck?
Oh yeah, the little kid.
Yeah,
which does make a lot of sense actually. Yeah, totally.
Like he's fucking seeing shit.
Yeah.
Of course he's weird.
Yeah, like I made a note to want to point this out when we talked about it, but yeah, there's that shot where he's in the yard with his grandfather, and then he's drawing a ring, and it's not really even called attention to, you know. But it's something, if you're paying attention, you notice.
He did watch the tape.
Oh, yeah. Why'd you leave it around?
But yeah, and then the dad, he has like these psychic connections, which I don't know, like it was. I mean, I guess it was fine. It felt.
It's the only way they could solve the problems.
Right. Well, it allowed them to see the flashbacks and things like that. I mean, it made a link there. But that was interesting. I don't know, just because it felt it once again kind of was a little bit of a left turn from a normal ghost story. Similarly, how utilizing something like the VHS tape and the phone call, it doesn't feel as like traditional with those types of stories, having it be like because it's a little more than just a curse, because like because her mom was psychic, she could read minds, and then she could like kill someone with just by willing it to happen, and you kind of assume like, oh, there's some psychic ability that she has she's killing people.
You know,
with.
Honestly, if you look at it,
so it's kind of mixing.
If you look at it in the bigger picture, it is just like a bunch of people with powers.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying it's mix. It feels like it's mixing like more traditional like ghost story, folklore story with a little bit more science fiction-y element to me.
Well, I would argue that a lot of ghost stories and ghost movies, which maybe you haven't seen a lot of them, there are people who have like abilities.
Right. Yeah.
So like the ability thing is actually quite common, where it's like, oh, this person can speak to the dead, or this person can whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So like that actually is kind of, to me, it seems like it's like a pretty common thing that.
I suppose. I think it maybe the thing that threw me is just the fact that they called it ESP, which I feel like is more related to, I don't know. But then again, they talked about ESP and Ghostbusters.
Yeah, there you go.
and that's all ghost stuff. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I guess there's just something about it that reminded me of.
I mean, Ghostbusters is science and ghost stuff too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess it just reminded me of that also because of the era, because it was 40 years prior, so it was like in the 1950s that was happening. Uh-huh. And I feel like there's a lot of, in World War II and post World War II, the idea of trying to tap into, utilizing science to try to tap into these extraordinary abilities to like gain some sort of military edge or whatever. Not that was the case here, but I think it just reminded me of that, which is why it gave me this more science fiction-y vibe.
But it is none of that at all.
I mean, not explicitly, no. I get what you're saying, that it's very common to have people who can speak to the dead and or like read minds and things like that. So,
which is all they really do with it is just like, oh, look, can you predict what's on this paper?
Right. Yeah.
And like, also, can you see what this person saw?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of common with like magical ghost stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Oh, I was sort of confused about, or maybe not, maybe he was just, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but the old man that they find at the town, and then who then helps take them on the boat and all that wasn't the doctor, right? That was someone else.
Yeah.
That was just someone that was in the town that knew about it. Okay.
He was there, he watched it.
Because that's who I thought he was initially, but no, he was just someone else. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I was just like thinking, I don't know. I was just curious about.
Nah, doctor's gone, dude.
Yeah, like what happened to him.
Nah, doctor's probably just fucking dead.
Yeah. I just wonder if she got him.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can assume so.
Yeah.
If she's getting everyone else, why the fuck wouldn't she get him?
Yeah.
He's like the number one guy to get.
Yeah, totally.
I did recognize that there was another point of confusion that you had when you were like, oh, well, why aren't the other photos warped?
Yeah, which
very easy answer.
Okay,
they took them before they watched the tape.
That's what I came to the conclusion of too. Yeah, that the pictures, any pictures taken before are
real
fine,
pictures,
and then anything taken after are warped because you have this curse.
Yeah. I mean, they're also like in sequence, right? She's looking through the pictures of the day, and then the later it gets, like then they start becoming cursed.
Yeah, creepy.
I don't have too many more things that I want to talk about, but I did want to at least bring up that Japanese horror.
Oh yeah, because you're asking me this at the beginning. What do I know about it?
Yeah, the thing about Japanese horror is this movie was so influential that it actually ended the slasher craze in America.
Really? Mm-hmm. So, and then it created a new like paranormal.
Yeah, because after this, then came like The Grudge, And then, like, I'm trying to think.
Blair Witch was after?
No, Blair Witch was before.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Blair Witch was 1999, I think. Well, okay, no. Blair Witch was... Ringu was before, but, like, it didn't really get popularized in America until The Ring.
Right, yeah, of course.
Which The Ring was 2002, I think. And Blair Witch was like 1999.
Gotcha.
Ringu was like 1998, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's when the
the
movie takes
spillover of like, then it became all of these like American versions of Japanese horror, and that was like the big thing for a while.
Gotcha.
But it like, I think prior to that, it was like slashers. Like I think maybe, you know, I think like Jason X was like 2 or 3 years before The Ring, you know, or like around the same time. But yeah, like that's how influential it was. It just knocked slashers off the track.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I think the fact that I knew as much as I did about it without seeing a single second or frame of either version.
Yeah.
You know, is pretty telling.
Yeah, that it was very influential.
Yeah.
One more fun thing that one more fun thing that I want to mention is that, like, you know, we were talking about the like crossover movies, like the Sadako versus Kayako movies and stuff like that, and like how culturally influential like Sadako is in Japan. I actually, when I was in Japan, I found a Sadako gachapon machine.
Wow.
And
was it just different versions of her?
In different poses.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, in different poses and stuff.
Was it like cute?
It was a little cute.
Yeah.
I tried to look it up like when we were about to watch this to see if I could find any photos of like if it was a popular thing online. Something that happens when you go to Japan is when you're looking at the gachapon machines, you're going to see a lot of the same ones over and over again.
Okay.
I only found the Sadako one once.
Oh.
And it was like outside of like a mall, and there was like a really good curry shop that served curry sandwiches that was like next to it. And I also got really, really big fried chicken there, like fried chicken this big.
What?
Like, you know, they take like a big piece of chicken, they pound it out till like it's really flat and fry it.
It's like a schnitzel.
Yeah, it's like a schnitzel, so it's huge. So they give you this big fucking piece of chicken. Anyways, I found it outside of that mall, and it's the only place I found it because I saw repeating. At the time, I believe, well, last time I was in Japan, one of the big ones was Gudetama. Gudetama gachapon machines everywhere, but the Sadako one I only saw once, and she was cute. So, you know,
Did you get one?
I did not.
You avoided the curse.
I know I avoided the curse.
The curse transferred to a gachapon machine.
I'm not really into the gachapon thing. I have like 1 or 2 of them. I have like a frog that I got in Little Tokyo, and I really don't remember if I got any when I was actually in Japan. But my point was I was trying to look it up to see how popular it was, and I did find Sadako gachapon that were different from the ones I found. So I'm curious about how popular the one I found was. I do have photos of it, so, you know, we'll see.
Maybe we can add those in. Yeah.
So do you have any final thoughts?
Man, I feel like there's so much we didn't even cover.
We can
still.
cut this out, the final thoughts
No,
part, if
yeah,
there's
yeah.
so much you want to...
Well, I don't know. I don't know if there is a lot else that I want to talk about. I just feel like we didn't. There's a lot of the movie we didn't touch on, so I'm just trying to go through it and think of stuff that happened.
The scariest shot for me was when they reveal her eye.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, really? Okay.
That shit is fucking terrifying.
In the end, when she like
Yeah, like
when
you
she
just see the,
kills the
yeah,
ex.
when you just see the one eye through the hair. God,
yeah.
that was fucking terrifying.
That one is that is pretty terrifying. I mean, I guess honestly, just for me, maybe it was when you see the niece, the first one
In
who
the
dies
closet?
in the closet, just because it's your first time seeing what someone like the look of
Yeah.
horror on their
Yeah.
face when they see her and they die. And
that is one of the jump scares in the movie, but it's earned because it's not just a fake out. Like that shit's terrifying.
Yeah. Well, and also it's the circumstances of it, because you saw her downstairs. So you have to assume, like, you're building. I'm getting goosebumps again. I'm getting shivers down my spine. You are building out in your own mind the circumstances of what happened.
Why is she so happy about it? Because they're telling spooky stories.
You know, that the TV came on.
There we go. There we go. Here's that static.
And it was playing something. She tried turning it off.
I thought the phone was going to ring again, but no. TV's going on. That's bad. It's baseball. I mean, for now. Her mom and dad are at baseball. Right. Watching the Tokyo Giants.
It came back on again. She crawled out of it. Oh, this, I just thought of a question, but I'll go back to it after I finish this. She ran upstairs trying to escape. She couldn't escape. She like tried to hide in a room, couldn't escape. Hide in the closet, couldn't escape. And then, you know, you can only imagine her opening the thing and looking at her, and then that's what kills her. So, you know, very terrifying. Terrifying in the moment seeing it, but also terrifying just building that out in your own mind.
Yeah.
Of what happened there.
I mean, in the American version, the moment where they revealed the girl in the closet was enough to make my friend ask if we could leave.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but this was the question I was going to ask is, what happened to her friend? Her friend was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right?
She found her. They mentioned it.
Oh, she's the one who found her?
Yeah, that's the one who found her.
I thought the woman who said, oh, this is where I found her, I thought that was her mom.
Well, her mom did find her, but, well, that's where her mom found her, but
Right.
her friend was the one who found her first.
Okay.
And they said in the
called
movie,
police or whatever. Okay, I just guessed
they
I
said
missed
in
it.
the movie that that her friend went crazy and was in the hospital.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Now I remember this. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I just forgotten. Okay. Yeah. All right. That makes sense. But yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Awful. Yeah. And then, you know, again, I like, obviously I get it. We wouldn't have a movie. We wouldn't have a story if it wasn't for this, but it's so frustrating that they didn't destroy the tapes, or they just kind of let them lying around easy to discover.
But they were like investigating them.
Totally. And
How could you destroy them if you were trying to solve what was going on?
but I feel like you would keep it under lock and key somewhere or whatever,
Sure.
you know, like he literally kept it in the VCR.
Keep in mind,
And then she, who knows where she had it, but somewhere where her son could easily get
keep
it.
in mind that the kid had powers as well.
Sure,
And
so
the
he
ghost girl told him
Right, to look for it.
fucking look for it and
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
This kid is way too creepy. Okay, bye. Yeah. I just said something ominous. All right, see ya. Bye, Mom.
So no matter how much there is, like there's a fucking ghost telling this kid to watch
Yeah.
it.
You can also imagine, because near the end, she sees a vision of her ex-husband with like the sheet over him pointing.
Yeah.
So you can imagine that the son saw something similar. Yeah, totally.
Like no matter what happens, like
I guess there's just no avoiding it.
there's
as long as it's
powers
around.
that are keeping people, like that are making people watch this tape.
Yeah, it was also so creepy that before she opens the door and sees him watching it, you just hear him, I assume it's him, laughing.
How old is this boy? He is so young. It's like 6. That's too young. I'm not leaving him alone all the time. That's why he's creepy. Keeps getting left alone. Yeah.
Like giggling. You hear someone giggling. You hear a child
Sure.
giggling. I assume it's him.
Yeah.
And yeah, just, you know, going back into him being a creepy little kid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was also funny that the first time that you see the ex-husband and his father, he runs into him in the street. They just kind of stare at each other and they don't acknowledge each other at all other than that.
Well, I mean, you know, from what
I guess they're estranged or
what
whatever.
you can
but-
imply from that is that like they have a bad relationship.
No, totally. But it was just funny because at first I was like, whoa, what the hell? Like, why is this guy staring at this kid? and then it takes a little while before you realize, like, oh, that's his dad.
Well, then you realize why he was just staring at him is because they
I think it's probably a bit of that, but I think it's also maybe a bit of he knows that he passed on this, like, his abilities to his son, and is
feels shit about it.
Yeah, feels bad about it, or is like a little disturbed by him. Yeah,
it's probably just a bunch of all of it.
Yeah,
I mean, he clearly regrets having the kid.
Yeah, definitely. Which, oof, poor kid. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah. I mean, I really did enjoy. I guess now we're getting to final thoughts. I did really enjoy the mystery of it all. Trying to piece it together. Them going around trying to figure it out. Eventually figuring it out, or at least them thinking they figured it out, and then actually figuring it out.
That fake out is a really good moment.
I knew too. I was like, the moment that she survived and it was the next day, I was like, oh, I was already anticipating, like, oh, well, I was like, clearly this isn't over.
Yeah.
If something didn't happen to her, something's going to happen to somebody.
Sure.
And not just because I knew about her crawling out of the TV or whatever. It just was like, oh, well, surely something bad's going to happen here. And it did. So yeah. But yeah, it was good. It was a fun movie. I don't know. It's hard for me to say fun. I was pretty agonizing.
I don't want to fucking say this movie's fun.
It was pretty agonizing.
It's not fun. It's really fucking sad.
Yeah.
It's like a tragic movie.
Yeah.
Because at the end of it, she's like, when they find the corpse, like, she hugs it. And why? Because she realizes that this is a little girl who got fucking killed.
Yeah. Who was victimized.
Yeah.
Yeah. And has kind of every right to be angry and lash out. Yeah.
Yeah, and the whole time, and they're just fucking scared the whole time. I don't think it's a fun movie at all.
Well, I guess I don't mean fun in this. Yeah, that's why I was like, that's not right. But it was the journey of solving the mystery was very entertaining and engaging.
Got it.
I'll say that, I guess. So yeah.
So before we finish this up,
you gonna make me eat a fingernail?
No, oh God, that would be so mean and gross. No, I told you that this was the scariest movie this season.
Okay.
And
in your opinion,
and in my opinion, and I feel like I still feel like that's true. Mm-hmm. How do you feel now, knowing that you've seen it?
I mean, I guess that's somewhat of a relief that it's not, that it will. Well, but that's the thing, because I didn't actually consider this to be the scariest movie that we've watched so far. I think Candyman was, for me.
Okay.
But
those are the two scariest this season.
Yeah, but that to say, I mean, I'm still pretty concerned about. Well, I mean, I think I'm still pretty concerned about seeing The Thing and Blair Witch. Speaking of,
I fucking forgot about Blair Witch.
Oh, there we go. Speaking of which, what are we watching next time?
Our next movie is The Blair Witch Project.
Great. Yeah. I think I'm in for a bad time there.
You know, Christina says that is the scariest movie she's ever seen.
Right. Yeah.
It's her favorite scary movie, and I'm so excited to show it to you. It is so different from this one.
Yeah.
And I will say that, you know, even though in my opinion Ringu was the scariest movie that we're going to watch, even though in my opinion Ringu is the scariest movie that we are going to watch for this first season, an argument could be made for Blair Witch, depending on what scares you.
Yeah.
Because different things scare different people.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think that you are coming to a place where you're getting used to it.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Sure.
I think with this one in particular, I think the fact that I had so much previous exposure to it, even if I hadn't specifically watched
you're like
it,
prepped for it.
That helped put me in a mindset of I I had some idea of what to be in, like what I was in for.
Sure.
You know, because like the scariest part of the movie where she does crawl out of the TV, I was aware of that.
Got it.
Coming, you know. I didn't know when it was going to happen. I didn't know how it was going to happen, and it was still awful and frightening. And I think I had a very big reaction to it. But I think that helped take a little bit out of the sting out of it. I don't really know what to expect with Blair Witch. Like, I think the only image I can think of is like someone in the corner of like a cabin, like pointing a camera at themselves, like panting really hard. I don't know why. I don't know what they're afraid of.
God, I'm so fucking excited for Blair Witch.
But I'm going to find out.
Next time, Blair Witch Project.
Next time, Blair Witch. Okay. That's it. All right. Thanks for watching, Scaredy Cats. Good night.
Othello ain't scared no ghost.
Okay. I know it's scary. Hello, man.
Oh, he ain't scared.